This is your AESH Weekly News Minute for Tuesday, August 1, 2023. Energy news. Saudi Arabia's economic growth slows as oil cuts, price drops bite into revenues. Saudi Arabia's economy slowed in the second quarter as crude output cuts and a drop in oil prices reigned in one of the fastest-growing nations of the G20. Riyadh's GDP expanded by an annual 1.1% in the second quarter, the Saudi General Authority for Statistics said Monday, down from 3.8% in the previous quarter and 11.2% in the same period of 2022. The non-oil sector, where Saudi Arabia is directing its socio-economic reforms under Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman's Vision 2030 economic diversification program, grew by 5.5% in the second quarter. But hydrocarbon-reliant Riyadh logged a 4.2% loss in non-oil GDP in the second quarter, bearing the brunt of lower global crude prices and voluntary oil production cuts. Oil prices spiked last year as Moscow's full-scale invasion of Ukraine and ensuing international sanctions decoupled many Western consumers from Russian crude supplies. Logistics and transportation news. Gertika's 3,000-plus Asian HGV driver workforce to grow thanks to new Kazakhstan base. Lithuanian road transport giant Gertika has announced via LinkedIn that it will open a base situated in Almaty, Kazakhstan, almost 5,000 kilometers away from the borders of the European Union. A representative of the company has described the Asian nation as a beacon of hope in relation to Europe's lorry driver shortage. Gertika has confirmed that the new branch of Gertika Transport situated in Almaty in Kazakhstan will focus on attracting professional drivers to work in Europe for the company. The Lithuanian company has long been open about its Asian recruitment strategy and even confirmed today that it now has over 3,000 drivers from Asian countries. When you also consider the drivers Gertika employs from the former Soviet nations that are outside the EU, the size of the logistics operator's third-country driver workforce is evidently huge. In its announcement. Technology news. Intel results boost chip stocks on optimism PC market slump is ending. Intel shares rose about 7% on Friday, a day after the chipmaker's unexpectedly strong quarterly report heralded a turnaround in fortunes after a long, margin-sapping struggle due to sinking PC sales and a highly competitive data center market. The company's surprise second quarter profit and its strong earnings and margin forecasts suggested the personal computer market slump was nearing an end, sparking a surge in its stock and the wider chip sector. Intel is poised to add about $10 billion to its market value based on its current price of $37. That is already higher than Wall Street's median target of $35 after at least 21 brokerages raised their price targets on the stock, according to Refinitiv. Intel's turnaround is finally happening, said Glenn O'Donnell, research director at Forrester. He also expects far better quarters ahead for Intel and most other chipmakers. Finance news. India lets firms list on Modi's flagship finance hub to draw foreign capital. India has allowed its firms to list on exchanges registered in a new financial hub in the western state of Gujarat, Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman said on Friday, to give companies access to easier and cheaper foreign capital. Listed and unlisted companies can list their shares in the International Financial Services Centre, IFSC, housed in the Gujarat International Financial Tech City, GIFT, which is Prime Minister Narendra Modi's flagship project. I'm pleased to announce that the government has taken a decision to enable direct listing of listed and unlisted companies on the IFSC exchanges, Sitharaman said. Global news headlines. West Africa threatens force on Niger coup leaders, French embassy attacked. West African nations imposed sanctions and threatened force on Sunday if Niger's coup leaders fail to reinstate ousted President Mohamed Bazoum within a week, while supporters of the junta attacked the French embassy in Niamey. The 15-nation ECOWAS bloc's response to the Sahel region's seventh coup of recent years came as crowds in Niger's capital Niamey burned French flags and stoned the former colonial power's mission, drawing tear gas from police. Images showed fires at the embassy walls and people being loaded into ambulances with bloodied legs. At an emergency summit in Nigeria to discuss last week's coup, leaders of the Economic Community of West African States called for constitutional order to be restored, warning of reprisals if not. Such measures may include the use of force, their communiqué said, adding that defense officials would meet immediately to that effect. This has been your AESH Weekly News Minute for Tuesday, August 1, 2023. If you want more global energy news and real-time alerts, hit the subscribe button now and follow us on social media.